Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn what is the static keyword and where we are using the static keyword. So actually it is asked in the interview, especially for the beginners, what is the static keyword, where we are going to use, or what is the static variable, what is the static block, or what is static method. So let's go and understand what is the static keyword. So static means something common for all the object. We can say that. Statics means that is the common for all the object, we can say that. Means first we will take an example, okay, you will understand in a better way. So you are okay, we will take in a school many classes are there, right? In a school many classes are there and many students are there. Let's take in a class, in a school we are having a many classes. In a class many students are there. So for all the students, they are studying in, all the students are studying in the same school, right? So we can say that, let's take okay, here let's take, we are having a school, okay, inside the schools we are having a multiple classes, right? So in that classes students are there. So for that students, if you ask what is your school name, what they are going to tell? Same school name, right? If you enter the class and if you ask them what is your school name, what they are going to tell? They are going to tell the same school name, right? So we can say that it is the static means common for all the object. Object means, let's take students here. Student is the, we can say that, object. For all the students, all the students are acting as a object, right? Statics means common for all the object, we can say that. It is belongs to the class, not an object, okay? We will take one example so you will understand how it is going to be work. Means what does mean it is belongs to class means what. So you will understand why we are doing the coding part and where we are going to use the static. So where we are going to use the static means, we can say that statics we can use in front of a variable, we can use in front of variable, we can use, or with the methods we can use the static keywords, and for the block also we can make use of the static keyword. So let's go. Why we use the statics means, if you use the static keyword in front of a variable or in front of a method or in front of a block, we can say that it is going to save the memory. It is going to save the memory. Means memory management is good if you use the static keyword in front of variable, methods or blocks. And you can easily call the statics variable or you can easily call the statics methods, we can say that. And we can say it is useful for utility helper methods. We have understand that we are having a school, inside that school we are having a classes, right? Or we can say that, yeah, we can say that it is a class, okay, inside that class many students are there. So for them, for all the students, class means school name is the common. So we can say that school name is a static variable, we can say that it is a static. School name is the static because it is a common for all the students, we can say that. So school name is the static. So let's understand what is the static variable. So static variables means, we can say that the data should be common. Means here let's take, name is one variable, right? School name is one variable, so it is common, right? It is common for all the students, so we can tell that it is a variable. Which type of variable? We can say that it is a static variable. Why? Because it is a common for all the students. So you can put the static variable here, and for all the objects you can make use of that static variable. And if you initialized or if you declare that static variable once, so that will be utilized by all the objects, and here no need to write again and again. No, if you declared once, all the objects can make use of that static variable. So that thing we can say here, memory management will be efficient. Okay, let's take how you can access that one. Means you can access that one how means, Okay, I will increase the font size. So take, we are having a class called as a school. Okay, we will take a school, right? School as a class name dot variable name. What is the variable name? S underscore name. We can say that it is the variable, static variable. How we can access that one? We can tell that. Okay, how you can call that one? We will understand. Let's take one program and you will understand in a better way. So let's go. Okay. We will create an class. Okay, we will take a student. Okay, student we will take. Okay, student we will take. Then we will click on finish. Okay, for the student, what are the things are they? Means how you can identify that student with the name, right? With the name you are going to identify that student. String name equal to, that's it. We will give like that. And it has some roll number, right? Roll number. Okay, then one more thing is school name, right? School name. Let's take string and yes underscore name we will take. Okay, here string s name. It is just a instant variable, right? If you want to make it as a static, make use of the keyword called as a static. But here if you don't use the static, then it is acting as an instant variable. But here static is the what? If you use the static keyword, then it is the common, right? So we will give a name here. Let's take abc. We will give, okay, we will give abc just for an example. Okay, then we will take one constructor. Okay, constructor, I have introduced that topic, right? What is the constructor? If you don't know what is the constructor, go and check my playlist. Int. Okay, I will take a roll number as shortly, or then I will take a string and n as a name. I will take a shortly. Okay, then what we are going to here means a roll number, right, equal to, or we are setting the values here, name equal to n. Okay, see, this is the constructor, right? After that we will give one more method called as a void, and display we will give, and here we will take one sentence is out, then we will tell a roll number. Okay, it is a string we are giving, so in the double quote we will give here, then roll number. Okay, then plus, then here name, then space. Okay, here plus, then name, then space, then school name, right? Okay. School name, school name plus s. Okay, capital, right? S underscore what we have given, s underscore name, name. Okay, okay, this part is completed, right? So I will quickly tell once again. We are taken a student class, then we are given a name. Student, each student has its own name, right? Each student has its roll number. It is the different for each students, right? Common thing what is there? It is the instance variable. So here common thing is what for all the student? School name is the common, right? So we are making it as a static. It is a common, so that's why we are making as a static. So no need to again tell each student school name, right? So you will understand why I'm telling this one, so you can reduce the code and do that one. So we are taking a constructor to set the values. Here we are taken for roll number and name. When it is going to be executed, when it is going to be executed, let me know in the comments. So then we are here given one method called as a display, and here we are printing a roll number and name, and school name we are printing. Then I will take one more class called as class. So I will give as school application I will give, then click on public static void main. Then here we need to create a object of the student, right? I will show you one more thing before doing that part. Okay, we need to set the values also, right? So I will do one thing. Then if you want to access the statics variable, no need to create a object and call that variable. No, not like that. You can easily call that one with the help of class name. We are given a class name dot, see here we are having a school name, right? It is a static one, right? So what we are going to do means sys out, I'm going to print that one. See here I'm printing that one. We are not created an object and we are not doing that one. Let's run again, see what you will get. ABC school name, how you can directly access that one, right? So let's go and understand one more thing. Okay, we will create an object student s1 equal to new student. Okay, here see here in the constructor what we are given int, right? Roll number and name. So we need to do that one. Roll number I will give 1 and here I will give it as a misbah. Okay, see here it is the one student, right? After that we need to call one method, right? Okay, s1 dot display, right? s1 dot display. So save that one. Let's run. Roll number 1, name misbah, school name ABC, right? ABC school. This is how we are going to do that one. Let's check one more thing. If one more student, we will give here s2. Okay, we will print this one and copy that one and we will give here as a 2 and we will give one more name here, like we will give. Okay, then save and run here. See here we are just given. Okay, I will give 2, right? Okay, run again. So see here you are not telling the school name again and again for students, right? For students you are not telling the school name again and again, right? For misbah you are not telling which school. For h you are not telling which school because they are belong to the same school, right? So we are taking here, we are given a school name, right? It is automatically fetching, right? So this is about the static variable. Static variable means which is the common for all the objects. For s1 s2 common is which one? School name, right? So we are making it as a static. So this is about a static variable. I hope you will understand this one. Okay, where the statics variable is going to be stored means it is going to be stored in the method area because the statics variable can accessed by all the objects, right? So it is stored in the method area, we can say that. Then instance variable, where it is going to be stored, let me know in the comment where it is going to be stored. It is stored in, before I am telling, put it in the comment where we are going to be store the instance variable in which memory area. I'm telling right now. Before that, tell me in the comments. Okay, instance variable are stored in the heap area. Statics variable are stored in the method area. Okay, if you want a in-depth video of memory management, let me know in the comments. Okay, we will go to the next. What is the static method? Static method means if you are doing one operation repeatedly and repeatedly, right? That thing you are putting inside that method and you are making that method as a static. Let's take an example. Let's take if you are doing the calculator app you are building, right? Let's imagine you are building a calculator app. So in that, what is the common thing? If someone told do the addition is the same logic, right? Same logic for doing the addition, same logic, right? For doing a subtraction, same logic, right? So that logics we are putting inside one method and making that method as the static. So that is the thing we can say that. Okay, why we use the static methods means you can improve the speed, right? If you are making as the static methods, so it is common, right? If someone told do the addition, doing addition is the same logic, right? No need to write again and again, right? So we can tell that Static means which are the common logics are there, that things we are putting inside that static methods, and it is not depends on any object data. Okay, this is the main thing. Okay, we can call that using the class name. How we call the static variable, right? Using the class name, we can call that the static methods using the class name. We can say that what is the limitations means, we can say that static methods can only access the statics variable. This is, we can say that it is a limitation. And we can say that here you are not going to make use of the this or super keyword inside the statics method, we can say that. And real world example like math dot maximum or math dot square, it is a common logic, right? So you are just using the math class name and which method you need, you are calling that method, right? So we can say that static methods means we are putting a logic, common logic inside that static method. Okay, we will understand one program so that you will understand in a better way. Let's go. So I will take one example of a calculator. I will give as a calculator. Then here I will click on finish. Okay, here I will give a normal method int add. It is going to return something, so that's why int. Okay, int array, int a and int b. Okay, return a plus b. Okay, see here, we are given one method add normally int a, int b and return a plus b. Here for calculator, adding a logic is same, right? Return a plus b, you need to return that. So that's why it is a int return type, right? So this is the same logic. Wherever you go, what you are use plus and adding a plus b, same logic, right? No one use the other logics, right? Simply we will use a plus b, right? So it is the common, right? So we are making as a static. See here, we are making use of the static keyword in the methods. So let's go and we will create one more class. Okay, here we will give calculator application. It is a simple example we are taking here. Okay, then I will give I will do one thing, sys out. Okay, I told you how we are going to call the statics method. How? Using the class name, right? Student dot, which is the method, sorry, calculator, right? So sorry. How we are going to call the static method, I told you calculator, right? Dot which method? Calculator dot which method we are going to call? Add method, right? So add. This is how you are going to call that one. I will put that one in the system dot out dot println add. Okay, we need to give a value here. We will give 10 comma 20. See how you are directly accessing the method with the class name, how you are calling that method. So let's go and run. See here 30, right? This is how you are putting the logic, common logic you are putting inside one method. So this is about a static method and how you are going to call that method. So let's go and understand what is the static block. Static block means execute only once when class is loaded. Static blocks means class is getting loaded, right? That time it is going to be executed. When you click on execute and your class is going to be load, that time whatever you are putting inside that static blocks, that is going to be executed. It is going to run only once. Okay, so why we are using the static blocks means if you want to initialize something, like if you want to initialize the statics variable, or if you want to put some sentences before the main method get executed, that time we are making use of the static block. Okay, we will understand one thing. So we are going to do here itself. Let's take a, okay, here is the block, and in block I will give one sentence. Hello, I am a static block. See here, it's the normal block, right? If you make use of static keyword, it is the static block. So see here, you are not calling the static block here particularly, right? So we will do one thing. Okay, so let's run the program. Let's see what you will get. See here, hello, I'm a static block. You are not calling particularly, right? But what happened internally means when you load that class, that time before this any method or main method get executed, your static blocks will be execute first. So we will give here static. I will give sysout hi. I will give. Then we will run. So see here, hi, hello, I'm a static block 30. This is how before the main method get executed, your static blocks will be execute. Here, the calculator application we are running here. So it is first going to be execute. After that, here this calculator, the static blocks will be get execute. After that, your method will be get execute. How it is going to be called. This is about the static blocks. Okay, we will take a quick view. Static and instance, so it is belongs to the class. Static will belongs to the class and instance will belongs to the object, and memory location is static for static variable or statics methods. All for that we are using the static method area, we are making use of that one, and here we are using the heap memory. Then here access using the here using the class name or object, you can make use of that, but for usually we are going to access using the class name. So here only through the object itself we are going to call, right? So you can access that one. You can't directly access the instance variable or method by using the class name. No, not like that. And memory copy is only one share. It is going to be here stored in one area, right? You can access that one. Anyone can access that one, right? Any object can access that one. Each object gets its own copy, right? So this is about static and instance members. So if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment. So see you in the next. Thank you.